Hey guys, JD here. I hope you're doing well today. Got a couple of new EDC pouches in from Roaring Fire. I'm really interested in checking these out with you, so let's get it. All right, we have two pouches here. We're going to check out this one first. This one here is an EDC pouch that has a place for your REs to go on the front, as well as a quick access zipper. This is going to be good for your license, some quick cash, or your main ATM debit card slash credit card. I like that they gave this pouch what feels like a very weatherproof pouch, even though it looks like it would be kind of thin, but it definitely feels kind of like a material that you would find that a tent would be made out of. And I think that is to protect the internals. It also has the X-Pac style design here, the cross pattern. I like that because I think it looks nice. It gives a little bit of something to grip onto. You can feel it across the material, which this is very grippy, even though it feels slick enough to go in and out of the pockets very easily. But it does appear that they went all out with the stitching here to make this very water resistant. It's going to repel water from it. You can see how well that seals up. It's going to keep dirt, dust, and debris out of the zipper for your main pouch. Now, one thing I do want to note here that I really like, it has extra large pockets in the back, and this is my bodacious, and you can see plenty of space around the bodacious for this to fit into. You could also throw a flashlight or a multi-tool in there as well. And actually, I have my power pint over here, and I bet my power pint would fit in there, yeah, with room to spare for sure. So you could even go a little bit bigger than your power pint, or if you wanted to, I have my knockoff Knipex. Will these fit in here? Well, a little small for that. So you couldn't quite go like all repair or anything like that. But it does look like, yeah. So my U1 Pro will fit in there very nicely. Yeah, it looks like it'll store a lot of stuff. And this actually would be a really good combo. This is the bit set and the U1 Pro. I am just whiffing here. Definitely needs a little bit more breaking in. So the U1 Pro and the assorted bits, that would be a nice thing that you could carry so that you have multiple bits there that you'd be able to use for your U1 Pro. All right, let's get into the inside of this bad boy. The zipper operation is very smooth on this. I like this a lot. Internally, again, you do have space here for some additional tools. You also have a slot in the back here. Usually what I'll do is like some band-aids and or bandages back here in this particular spot, along with whatever tool, pocket knife, flashlight, pen that you want to carry in here as well. Now, I do like this setup because this feels like the spillover for your wallet area. You could do in lieu of some cards, you could do some challenge coins in here. Those would fit very well. Again, I feel like a couple debit cards would fit in here, no issues whatsoever. And then if you didn't want to carry the cash out on the front, you have a spot here where you could easily put cash and ID, and it would protect it a little bit better from the elements internally. The hinge on here seems extremely well done. I've really been testing at it, just kind of yanking at it, pulling at it. There's no loose stitching on here. It does not feel like it was cherry picked in any way, shape, or form. Just feels like they literally pulled it off of the assembly line, packed it up, and sent it to me. But you'd be able to stuff a lot in here. Some ideas of some other things that you could do besides multi-tools, in conjunction with like a flashlight and a pen and your ID. You could throw your earbuds in here with you because I'm an earbud type person. All kinds of stuff. I just feel like this would be super useful, and it feels like it expands to what I would say is an acceptable size for EDC, for something for you to carry if you wanted to throw this in your back pocket. I just wanted to insert this into the video really quick. So I ended up taking the Maxpedition out of my backpack that I carry into work every day and moving over to the Roaring Fire for a little bit more space. I put my Bit Vault in here, and I put my SOG Power Pint here. very well suited for what I'm going to need it for. And then in here, I threw in a few Band-Aids. I'm probably going to put some more in there while I'm out here. Haven't picked out a patch just yet for this particular one, so I'm just going to leave it as is. And then for the inside, I moved over my Land Apple Ray light. I moved over my Swiss Army knife, and I moved over, I think I have this upside down. Just realized I have it upside down. My Kershaw bit driver for some additional bits, just in case I run into something that doesn't have a captive pivot. My screwdriver for tightening my sunglasses. I do have a notepad in here in case I need to make some notes. I usually carry my pen in my pocket. In here I have some alcohol wipes. I have my cardboard. Whoops, I grabbed the wipes again. My cardboard for helping with centering. And then after a meal, I have some picks in case there's something in my teeth. And then here, I'm gonna throw in a little bit of cash with my microfiber cloth. That, or I may put the cash up there with the Band-Aids just to have a little extra just in case of emergency glass. But I am really happy with this case. I would definitely rate it equal to, if not slightly above, the build quality on the Maxpedition that it is replacing, and I will definitely do long-term updates on that one. Let's move over to the wallet style one here. This one's fun because it has the same Velcro, so you could throw an RE or two on here just like the first version. It has a quick access external pocket, so if you wanted ID, cash, or a card in here, you could do that as well. The zippers operate very nicely. Now, where this varies from this pouch, it doesn't look like it has the dust shield dust cover, but again, I think this works more like a wallet that you would carry on your person. I do like the fact that it does have a little cover on this one here to kind of protect the zipper from catching on anything, so that would catch before your zipper would. Let's get inside this one as well. Oh, I forgot. Back pocket here. I don't know if I mentioned that. This one would be, you would be able to stow more in here. This would probably be where I would say you could throw your cards, and then over here you could do ID and cash or your main card that you want to use. And then internally, it is 100% set up like a wallet, in my opinion. So over here, you have the deeper reservoir. So anything that would be tall that you would want to fit in there, that you could. I think this is neat. It has like what I would probably say is like a little change storage area. If you wanted to put your cash and your change in here, you could do that as well. And it looks like the way they designed this is so that it doesn't close all the way. It looks like it is designed to have a little bit of give so that you can come out with this a little. And then you have where I would put my debit cards and credit cards in here. And then over here, you could throw a couple of small items in here. I don't know if I have necessarily the best items to throw in here because I wouldn't put that big flashlight in here. I'd probably go with like a keychain light, which I have no idea where that is right at this particular moment. The build quality on here, oh yeah, and it looks like you could also hang your keys if you wanted to put your keys in this. I wouldn't go super thick with the keys here because then it kind of, in my opinion, defeats the purpose of keeping this nice and slender. But yeah, some cards, some cash, pocket knife and a pen, and your keys you could throw in here. Maybe like one or two keys on that key ring would work really nicely. The elastic feels really nice. It goes straight back to form. I like the stitching on here. It feels like it's well done. The material has a little bit of give to it and then automatically goes right back to form. Yeah, it feels really well made. I like the padding as well, kind of can protect a little bit from any impact or anything like that if that were to happen. But overall, I'm really digging these pouches. I think they're really cool. You guys know me, I have all kinds of organizers and pouches that I use for a variety of purposes. I like the colorway on here and that they're not just one solid color throughout. They give you a little bit of contrast to break it up. So nice job with that. And like I said, the zipper quality on everything seems really good. It's nice and smooth, operates as intended. So, you know, I can confidently recommend these if you're looking for something that is well made, but affordable. Nice options. They have, like I said, they have large ones if you're looking for backpacks. They have these small ones for EDC purposes if you want to throw some gear in your pockets, or in this case, if you wanted to do a loadout and throw something that you wanted to build and put it in your backpack. I actually like this one a little bit better. So what I may do is a follow-up video where I show where I build out on this one to put in my bag that I carry into work. So stay tuned for that. This one here, I think I would probably use this like a wallet. That's how I envision this one being used. So I will do some follow-up on that one to see if I can incorporate this one into my rotation. I usually do like a minimalist wallet, but I have an idea on how I'd be able to use this one. But let me know what you think about these from Roaring Fire down in the comments below. I'll have it linked for you if you're interested in picking these up. Easy recommendation, the build quality is there and the affordability is right. If you enjoyed today's video, a like would be appreciated, guys. If you're not subscribed, definitely consider subscribing. It helps the channel and I appreciate your support. Special shout out and thanks to my channel members. Love you guys. That's it for me today. I'm out of here. Catch you on the next one. Goodbye.